Hi. Welcome back to my channel. My name is 𝙨𝙗𝙧𝙞𝙗 and today I've got an interesting video for you. I'm going to be telling you what I spend in a week living in downtown Toronto. So the way I came about this idea was I watched a video a couple weeks ago by a YouTuber named 𝙨𝙪𝙗𝙨𝙘𝙧𝙞𝙗 and she basically just documented what she spends in a week as a 23-year-old living in New York City. And I was just so genuinely intrigued by that concept. Like, I've always been someone who really enjoys learning about how other people live their lives, which is why I probably spend so much time on YouTube watching vloggers. But anyway, it's one thing to learn about what someone's lifestyle is, but then it kind of goes deeper when you learn about what that specific person's lifestyle costs. Well, I've seen a lot of videos recently about people breaking down their monthly expenditures, but I feel like it's so much more interesting and relatable to see what people's spending habits are on a day-to-day basis. Like, just in the moment, how do people choose to spend their money outside of all the budgeting, outside of all the like overhead? When you're living life, how are you choosing to allocate your resources being funds in this case? It kind of goes into that specific person's like spending philosophy and even priorities, I guess, like what that person finds important, I guess, at that point in their life. And another reason why I wanted to make this video was because this is my 4th month living financially independently. In other words, Garrett's my boyfriend, and all of the money that we are using to support this lifestyle is earned by us, and there are no external entities that are helping us out. So we're like finally adulting, and since this is like the beginning of that stage in my life, I just thought it would be cool to have this video to reference back in the future to see how I've changed, what I choose to spend my money on, and how much money I spend, you know? So enough of an intro, let's just get into it. So before I get into the day-by-day breakdown of what I spent that week, by the way, this is for the week of October 21st, 2019 to October 27, 2019. Like I was saying, before I get into day-by-day breakdown, I thought it would be best to also include my monthly expenditures. So the things that I spend on every month for sure, broken down into weekly costs so that it gives you a better idea of what my average weekly spending is actually like, even outside of like when I just tap my card. So one of those monthly expenses is utilities, and this is like random, but in case you were curious, the way that Garrett and I share expenses right now, he pays for the rent while I cover utilities, internet, and food. So utilities, we are currently averaging $80 a month. So broken down into weeks, that comes to $20 a week. Internet is $32 a month, so $8 a week. And then I pay for Netflix, which I don't use. The only reason I pay for Netflix is because my sisters use the account, and I hope you are listening to me, 𝙨𝙪𝙗𝙨𝙘𝙧𝙞𝙗𝙧. You guys owe me for this. I don't even know why I'm still paying for this. It's just, I'm just a really, really nice person. But anyway, you guys are gonna pay for it in some way, shape, or form in the future, so I will hold you accountable. Anyway, moving on, I also have a Spotify premium account. Currently, I'm paying $5 a month for that, which comes to $1.25 a week. And then iCloud storage is another $5 a month, $1.25 a week, and QuickBooks, which is an accounting software that I use because I'm self-employed. I need to keep track of all my expenses for tax season. Currently, for that, I am paying $5 a month, and again, $1.25 a week. And then the last thing that I spend on every month is my nails. And in the past, I would have judged myself for this, but ever since I discovered shellac nail polish, I've been enlightened. I get my nails done every 3 weeks, and that's all I really need to do. Like in the 3rd week, they kind of look like this, like some of them are off, but it's still worth it because for those of you who have never gotten your nails done, you won't understand how good it feels when you're like typing or like you're working or just doing anything where your hands are in your front of your face. Like whenever you look at your nails and they look super nice, it just makes you feel so, I don't know, put together. It makes you feel productive. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy, and it's just a great feeling. And I've decided that I'm willing to pay money to feel that on a regular basis. So that's why I spend money on nails. But since I go every 3 weeks, so it's one appointment, and I only get the shellac application, not the manicure, I pay $30 a month for that one appointment, and that comes down to $7.50 a week. So that's my monthly stuff. I'm gonna pop the total in right here. And now we're gonna talk about the actual week, what actually ended up going down that week, you know? So I'm gonna start off with the TTC. So I only ever travel using public transit. I like barely ever use Ubers, like ever, like maybe once a month, but in very extenuating circumstances. Especially now that I'm living downtown, I just find that it is so accessible for me to get anywhere that I want to within the city by public transit, and it's like the cheapest form of travel. So, I mean, except for riding your bike, but now it's snowing outside, so I couldn't do that anyway. Plus, it's kind of really scary to bike downtown. I have never tried it, but I'm like terrified. Anyway, that week, I used the TTC, which stands for Toronto Transit Commission. I used the TTC 6 times, and every time I tapped my card to use the streetcar or subway or whatever, it cost me $3.10. And in total, for 6 trips, I paid $18.60 to travel in that week. Okay, and then just a quick note before I finally get into the day-by-day breakdown. I didn't end up going grocery shopping this week because we had a lot of food left over from the previous week. So you'll see that reflected in the way that money is spent this week. Like earlier, I don't spend as much, but then later on, all my money gets spent on food because I ran out of groceries and I was too tired to actually go out and make meals and stuff. So anyway, you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's get started. Finally, Monday, October 21st. So I was working from home that day and I wanted to not be at home. So I went to Jimmy's Coffee and I got myself a chai tea, which cost me $3. And yes, I know chai tea means tea, but when I think of chai, I'm thinking of a very different beverage. So when I say chai tea, it literally means tea bag and water. So anyway, just a note for everyone who tries to, want to be smart. But anyway, oh my god, I say but anyway a lot, but anyway. Tuesday, and that's all I spent on Monday. So Tuesday, I was working from home again. I needed to get out of the house because I don't like being at home all day because it just makes me really antsy and stressed. So I went out to a different coffee shop called Ideal Coffee and I got myself a decaf flat white. And for those of you who don't understand why anybody in the world would get decaf, it's just because I genuinely love the taste of espresso, but I am super sensitive to caffeine. Like I can't take any more caffeine content except for like what's in a cup of tea. But if any more than that, I get super nauseous. My body just does not feel good. Like it just doesn't work with me. So that's why I have to go for decaf. Wednesday, I spent absolutely nothing. Thursdays are the days where I am working downtown with Garrett at the migrations ML office. So that day I work 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and I usually don't have time in the morning to make and eat breakfast. So I always end up going to Tim Hortons and getting myself a breakfast sandwich. And the egg and cheese breakfast sandwich at Tim Hortons, it costs $3.98. And just a quick tip, if you are trying to find a breakfast sandwich, don't really go to Tim Hortons except for this one Tim Hortons. It's called the Tim Hortons Innovation Lab. They're the only place, at least that's so far I know of that freshly cracks their eggs. Every other Tim Hortons kind of does some weird stuff with their eggs. I don't even know what it means when you don't freshly crack your eggs. What is that then? Basically my point is I'm not endorsing breakfast sandwiches from Tim Hortons unless you're getting them from this one specific location at King and York Street in Toronto. And then for lunch, I actually had a late lunch, so it kind of became my dinner too. It was a burrito bowl from Burrito Boys. It cost me $8.88. And yeah, that was Thursday. So the total for this day was $12.86. So Friday. So on Friday I work at the office again, so I got another egg and cheese breakfast sandwich for $3.98. And then for lunch, I got a chickpea soup from Mad Radish for $4.15 and a caprese sandwich from Tim Hortons for $7.33. And then at the end of the workday, I was feeling super drained and needed to treat myself. So I got some bubble tea from Cocoa Fresh Tea for $5.31. And then for dinner, I ate a mac and cheese from this place called Bobby Sue's on Ossington Avenue, and that cost $10.74. So the total for Friday was $31.51. And then Saturday. So Saturday is the last day I spent money. In the morning, I bought myself and Garrett a latte. So 2 lattes equaling $9. I did go for the caffeinated version. I just wanted to see if it would work out for me that time, but no, it didn't. I felt terrible, so yeah, guess that's not happening for me. And then we went to the movies to see Joker with my younger sisters. The movie ticket cost me $13.99. And then after the movie, we went to the food court at the Eaton Center, and I bought my younger sister a poutine. That was $8.69. And then I myself got Indian food. It was $14.50. To be honest, it wasn't that great. I won't name any names, but it was Amaya Express. Don't go there. So the total for Saturday was $46.18. And then when I got home, so this kind of like bleeds into Sunday because this purchase was made late at night. But this part I didn't know if I wanted to include because it's so like I shop for clothes so irregularly. I don't even know the last time I actually did a clothing haul type thing. But I'm going to Costa Rica this Saturday, by the way, for a week. I'm so excited. But I needed to buy some things for that trip. So I went on boohoo.com and I bought myself some stuff. And my total came to $100.99. And then that's it. That was everything that I spent money on. So what do you think my total was? Any guesses? Any guesses? Okay, let's do drum roll. So my total for that week, $260.49. If you don't include the clothing purchase, it comes to $159.50 a week. And that kind of, I feel like $150 to $200 a week is more of like what my average spending looks like every week. So yeah, that's it. I'm really curious to see what you perceive of this final total amount. Like, was it more than you were expecting? Was it less than you were expecting? I just want to know what your assumptions of me are, basically, in terms of how I spend money. And yeah, so please drop it in the comments below. And yeah, that's it. That's my video. I feel like I talked more than I should have. I feel like this video is longer than it could have been, but I like talking and this is my channel, so yeah. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, if you did, I'm gonna start asking because I always was against asking, but I don't know why. Like, if you like this video, like it. If you like my channel, subscribe. If you want to be notified, press the bell icon. You know the drill. If you're on YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. It really helps a lot, and I feel like I need to start asking if I want my channel to grow, you know, which is why I'm doing this. And I would really like for you to support me if you enjoy my videos. But if you don't enjoy my videos, please feel free to dislike. Please feel free to unsubscribe. But also feel free to leave a comment, a hate comment. That will also help me. But yeah, okay, anyway, I'm gonna go now. Bye. I love you. Thank you for watching. See you soon. My bed is cough for 3 weeks and I'm not even sick. It's just this annoying, terrible sounding cough that I have and it sucks. Anyway, gotta go, bye.